Hi, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Today is Wednesday from where I am, Manila, Philippines. Welcome to the Leadership Talk. The CEO mindset. And the main purpose of this meeting is for me to be able to persuade the common masses to be curious about these matters. They're not CEOs, but I'm sure the way a CEO thinks would be very helpful for the common masses. You not have to be to have that CEO rank, so to speak. And by the way, greetings to my European and Canadian viewers. Vous n'avez pas besoin de placer pour votre own l'état d'esprit, car cela dépend de la falcon de vous fait votre travail quotidien et de façon vous réagir aux circumstances. So meaning, the circumstances that you are in right now do not define you. This conversation will try to answer some of the questions that were sent to me by subscribers. Let's look at some of those and oh, by the way, before we go to that, I'd like to dedicate this vlog to a special person in my life. Cette personne passe de nuit blanche de signature de finance de tota de chat à s'inquiéter des jeunes de l'environnement, de la sécurité de l'approvisionnement alimentaire, je viens de descrire on mer. Meaning, this person spent sleepless nights worrying about financials, exchange rates, worrying about people, the environment, safety, food supply. I just described the matters. So I dedicate this vlog to all the mothers, and especially to my late mother. Mom, this for you. So let's move to the first question. From a subscriber. I think this person came from India, and the question says, how can I be happy at work? It's a simple yet profound question. Let's try to analyze that. Probably, let's define what happiness is, because to most people, happiness is about the salary, right? The compensation, having a good boss, a boss who always listens to you, right? But work is work, right? And let's go to the CEO way of thinking, because as a CEO, this person is involved in a lot of things, and this person is accountable to anything that would happen to the business. He or she is accountable to the stakeholders, to the investors, the valuation of the company, the strategy to project some big revenues and big margins, right? The EBITDA. But for an ordinary employee, we can use that kind of thinking, right? So if you are having some issues at work which results to unhappiness, let's take that case for instance. I would suggest that you take some time to reflect. Maybe, you're just being trained for your next higher role, right? Because if you are just sitting pretty in your current work right now, then there wouldn't be any growth, there wouldn't be any learning. So, those sacrifices that you do for your work right now, you may not be seen, or you may not be receiving those good job messages, but definitely you as a person are benefiting from it. Maybe you can benefit from it in terms of your patience. Maybe it will drive you to learn more, attend and uplift trainings, And I'm sure there's a lot of uplift training within the organization, right? So maybe it's about time for you to enhance your skill. And something that you can do in the instant is that you need to practice forgiveness, thankfulness, and definitely you need to do some physical exercises because for us to be happy, there has to be a balance in your life, right? So work is work, right? So those things that are happening at work which cause some dissatisfaction may be grounds for you to improve for your future and better role. Try to think about that for now. I'm sure I haven't answered the question considering all the circumstances, right? But again, the CEO mindset is about taking accountability, learning from mistakes, and making sure that he or she is taking care of his or her stakeholders. So you better take care of your team, consult your immediate supervisor, your boss, and try to come up with an action plan that would create a more positive work environment for you. Try that. All right. Let's go to the next question. Oh, I want to be respected. How? I think this came from someone from Europe. Uh, this is a very good question, guys. So for you to be respected, you need to know your value, and to be more valuable. If some workshop suggest like a stoic thinking, etc. But to put it simple, it's about doing your part, as easy as following rules and regulations at work, uplifting your skills, learning about the technology trends right now like automation, artificial intelligence, and so on. So it's really very important that people will see you as someone who is improving day by day. And it's also important that you reflect on your possible weaknesses. Because for people to be respected, there are three things that are normally seen, right? So a person could be called an idol, someone who is like a Hollywood star, so to speak, maybe good looking or carries herself or himself very well. So take a look at that. Maybe you can improve in that aspect. You can also improve probably on your charisma, the way you communicate, the way you treat people, the way you show your compassion and kindness. Try to look into that. And of course, your intelligence, your IQ, the way you work, the way you meet your targets, etc. So in those three things, look at where you are weak and try to improve that. And where you are strong, try to show it more. So if you are good looking and you carry yourself very well, try to be like that day by day, right? On a daily basis. So try to be more charismatic. So look at those three aspects and see where you are weak at and improve on it. All right. All right. So, the next one is a comment from a subscriber, uh, I think from the Philippines, which says that I feel like I'm a loser. Well, sometimes there are there are times that we feel down, but it's just about I tell you, rising up early, doing some physical activities to make you active, and throw the garbage in your heart. So the way you do that is to forgive people who have done you wrong. It will make you feel better, make you sleep better, give you a better perspective about life. And try to be thankful. Because whenever you thank people or especially God, you create a mindset of abundance. And when you have that mindset, opportunities will come in. Why? Because you are now a better communicator, you present yourself well, you look healthy, so people will be approaching you, maybe offering opportunities. Maybe your boss will now start noticing you, and who knows, maybe you'll be given opportunities for promotion. So take a look at that. Again, it's about having that CEO mindset. The CEO is always there presenting his or her best smile, best look, and at the same time, showing that he or she is accountable on whatever that he or she does or fails to do. All right? Because, again, as a CEO, you have that accountability mindset and you have that grit and determination to give your best all the time. All right. In doing that, you will never be a loser. Oh, another one. I drag my feet to go to work. Again, guys, it's about making yourself physically active and presenting yourself very well. Because whenever you are feeling well and you're wearing your best clothes, it doesn't have to be expensive, you're wearing your best smile, then there will be a natural tendency for you to be excited because if you dress well, then you want people to see you, right? So it's no longer boring to go to the office, right? Try that and do some physical exercise, guys, because it's fun and it will make you look good. All right? Oh, the last one is my boss is unfair. All right. Well, who is not? We all have biases, guys. But what's important is we need to communicate. We need to have that constant one-on-ones with our bosses. Those bosses have their own problems, guys. You need to show them love. Even if it seems that you have a toxic boss, he or she is human. You need to do the first step. Show love. Try that. That's my simple advice to you. And look, there will be some changes. All right? Okay. There's a bonus question here, and this is a little bit controversial. Will artificial intelligence take over my job? Well, it's a case-to-case basis, guys. But basically, people will always be needed in the corporate world because after all, even if we create the most intelligent robot or the most intelligent machine, there will always be a need for people because only humans have heart. And in businesses, if you want to communicate with your customers, you need a heart. Think about that. Think about that. And as a CEO, definitely, I'll rephrase. Having a CEO mindset would allow you to think of the profit and loss statement. Now you'll tend to think about the 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 good side of artificial intelligence because it will reduce operational cost, improve turnaround time, products and outputs will be given to the customer in good quality, any time of the day, like having an ATM, you can withdraw 24/7, instead of going to the bank and going to the teller to withdraw money, right? Uh, People retain their jobs. So I'm not saying that there is a definite yes or no answer to this. That's why it's really very important for employees to always keep improving. To always keep improving. Do not be stuck on what you know. It's high time that you attend workshops, take on online trainings, watch educational videos like this, and consult people. It's very important for you to have a mentor because that person will provide you all the necessary information for you to be able to decide what the next best steps are. Again, to answer this controversial question, I'll be honest with you guys. It's a discussion with the leaders of your company because it depends on the strategic directions. But if you want to ask my opinion about this based on my experiences, again, I would answer it this way. It really depends on the strategic directions of the company. But what's more important is for you to be able to establish that you are a valuable person. And you can only be valuable by improving daily, not only your IQ, your EQ, but also your physical condition because after all, work is still a physical activity. It is the, I would say, it is a sport. It is a contact sport which really involves your physical condition, your intellectual and emotional skills. So guys, bottom line, having a CEO mindset, always improve and get a mentor. All right? God bless. So before we end, I'd like to thank the new subscribers. We are growing. Thank you so much, guys. We are on the road to 5,000 and hope we can grow and continue this conversation so that we can uplift the awareness, especially of the common people. Because I believe, especially in this topic right now, that the common man or woman can benefit by having a CEO mindset. God bless everyone.